What's up, everybody? Hope y'all are having a great day. Today we're just doing some torque specs on the Honda Civic, and I just want to give you guys a quick rundown of what everything's supposed to be torqued to. And first things first, let's go over here. You're gonna need, pop your hood because you've got 3 bolts in here you're gonna check. Then what you're gonna do is grab your breaker bar and your torque wrench before you lift the car. Come to the wheels. It's a little more space over here, and I have this wheel on, so I'm going to show you. Check these 4 that they're still at 80 foot-pounds, and check your axle nut while the car is on the ground. Your axle nut's supposed to be 134 foot-pounds of torque, 80 foot-pounds of torque. 134, 80. Check them. If they check out, fantastic. Then what you're going to do, take your breaker bar and just loosen these 4 up. It's so much easier to do when it's off. Or on the ground, I should say, under pressure. So loosen those 4, make sure they're good, and then you're going to take your wheel off after you jack your car up, which I did on the other side. I'll show you that. And then you'll come up top, you'll have these 3. These are holding the shock in. They're supposed to be at 33 foot-pounds of torque. I went ahead, I checked them all, they were all good. Maybe like this one and this one moved like microscopically, and if they did, I really think it's because my torque wrench isn't the best. As far as when it clicks, I think I kept pushing it just a tad after it clicked. So I think everything was really solid up there. Then I came over here, and there's a couple things to check. So you are not going to be able to check this bad boy unless you take the cotter pin out, and I'm not really interested in doing that. And then if you come under the wheel, so bear with me as I move here, but your ball joint sits here, and this one also has a cotter pin. Sorry, there's a little grease or rust. That one also has a cotter pin, so I'm not going to be checking that either. I will tell you what those are supposed to be at, though. Give me just a minute here. So 2 I did check. The 19 millimeters holding the knuckle to the shock. And let me actually grab my paper. It's all saved on my phone, so I had to write it down real quick so I could read it to you. So the first one up here that holds your outer tie rod to the shock, that's supposed to be 32 foot-pounds. Now, there is a little grace period there because you have to line the cotter pin up. Same with the bolt on the bottom of the ball joint, a little grace period, but that one is 47 foot-pounds of torque. So I wouldn't go below 43, I wouldn't go over 51. On the bottom one that I just showed you, it sits under there on your ball joint. Then you've got the 2 19 millimeters, which are holding the knuckle to the shock, which I showed you. Now, if you're going to check these, you need a wrench, otherwise it'll just slip. Those are 76 foot-pounds. Those checked out really nice. Then on the back side here, holding your caliper to the disc, you have 2. You want to make sure those are at 80 foot-pounds, so you're just going to increase it from 76 to 80. Check those 2. And when you come to the back here, you've got your sway bar links. These ones are supposed to be 29 foot-pounds of torque. Checked out nicely. Then you've got back here your control arm, 2 19s. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have those down on hand. And I don't want to give you false numbers, so you might want to just look those ones up, but I feel like it was over 100 foot-pounds. I honestly can't remember. I'll have to look that up. So, and then, yeah, check this out. So, I had to check on my Jerry MacGyver stuff too. But you also have your speed sensor, 10 millimeter. And then you got to make sure that's probably just hand tight, is what I would say. And then your brake line is just hand tight as well. Probably a 12. So, check all those. Make sure they're all looking good. Those are the torque specs. Again, your axle nut is 134. The wheels are 80. And what you'll need, the tools you'll need to do this, It's going to be your torque wrench that you can spec down. And I have a 15 millimeter, 17, and a 19. And I will say, like, these are new. They're now 15s. They weren't 15s on the stock model, so you might need a 14 or a 13, I think, for stocks. And then on these sway bar links, the new ones that came in are 17s. I think the old ones were 15s. But other than that, it's a pretty simple job. I just wanted to make sure I had put, you know, the shocks, ball joints, outer tie rods, control arm, all that is new. And I just kind of wanted to get a look at it now. It looks like it's holding up pretty good. Control arms, I'm still looking good. Everything was tight, so that was fantastic. That might need some love. But, you know, you just gotta make sure on some of these older cars. I gotta get inner tie rods, which you can tell there's that piece. This is new. It's kind of getting beat up already, honestly, but I mean, those are cheap. Might just buy new ones when I buy the inners there. So, it's incredible how much you can see. And the other thing I wanted to do today was put those hubcaps in, so let's do that real quick. Flip this wheel. Oh yeah, look at that. I already got to do a good clean in here. Wow. It's crazy. Did snow, so I'll have to figure out how these go in. I thought they slid in from the back. I guess not. So, anyways, that's the video for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are having a good day. Enjoy the weather.